Hi guys, we are here in a corner of a big exhibit room at the Berkshire Hathaway 2024 annual meeting. The actual shareholders meeting is tomorrow. The day before and the day of, they have an exhibit hall here with exhibits from many of the private and public companies in Berkshire's portfolios. Analyst Shaoping Huang and I were here last year as well. Shaoping, do you notice anything different so far this year?
You mean the exhibition?
Yeah, where did you go first? When you first walked in, what was the first thing you spent any time on?
I spent time on buying those squishmallows.
The Squishmallows. We got some. We looked at some last year. We should have bought some because they were like 10, 15 bucks. Like Warren Buffett, little stuffed animal guys,
Yeah.
Charlie Munger. And then they were like 450 bucks on the black market after that.
Yep.
So we're not making that mistake this year. We got 3 Charlie Munger so far. Buffett was sold out today. We're going to get more Buffett tomorrow, though. We're getting our Buffetts tomorrow, I should say. But it's a pretty nice vibe here. It's pretty crowded. I think from my perspective, and I'd like yours in a second, the thing that I'm wondering about is what's the meeting going to be like without Charlie? As you guys know, Charlie Munger passed away at age 99, about a month shy of his 100th birthday. So there's going to be a big, big empty seat at the meeting. And we're going to see some of the lieutenants, Greg Abel, who runs the energy business, Ajit Jain, who runs the insurance business, and Todd, Ted Weschler, who are kind of like co-CIOs in the making. We're going to see those guys step up a little bit. They've kind of seemed quiet before. Let me ask you, though, what else are you looking forward to on this weekend, really?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to like if Charlie would explain why it trims a lot of stakes.
You mean Warren?
Yeah,
Charlie
Warren.
passed away, unfortunately, but
Sorry.
Warren, yep. We
So-
knew you meant Warren. Yeah.
Okay, so the most thing I care about is why Buffett would trim his stakes of Apple, which is his most favorite stock.
He's made more money in Apple than
Yeah.
any other public company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why he trims a lot of stakes? So I kind of looking forward to that. His explanations. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good question. You know, Buffett, Berkshire at large, has been a net seller of equities, whereas in 2022,
Yeah.
which was a down year, they were a net buyer. And so, like, his word, he's always like a little bit pessimistic. He's like, oh, Berkshire's so expensive. U.S. stocks are so expensive, or almost always like that. But his actions tell you to the degree to which he thinks that. So far, he's been a net seller, but it seems like, yeah, he got out of Apple, some Apple. He's been a buyer, though, of this mysterious financial company. We don't know much. He's been buying, I don't know, 3-4 billion. I forgot the number, but it's something like that, of a mystery financial. And this would seem like an odd time to be buying financials. So I'm curious to see what happens there, what kind of information we get there. The other thing I personally wonder about, I mean, besides just what's he going to do with all the cash? Berkshire has a record cash pile, and you know, stocks are not cheap. Stocks are not crazy expensive. So, like, kind of what's the tenor there? What's his mood? Also, what about buybacks? You know, for the longest time, Berkshire was famous for never doing buybacks. In 2018, they started with a little bit more, and then they really turned on the spigot. They've eased up a little bit, but if they do a lot of buybacks this year, it'll show they think Berkshire stock is cheap. If they don't, it'll show they think it's expensive. So I don't know that we're going to get all of that info tomorrow at the annual meeting. I mean, Buffett does take these shareholder questions, but we might get some hints.
Yep.
Make sense? Okay.
Agree.
And we will be back tomorrow with an update video telling you what we learned. And by the way, it's not just it is the conference, but it's not just the conference. There are like probably literally hundreds of satellite events, and we're just at something. We're going to go to another one tonight and then more tomorrow. So we'll give you the full update on what we hear, not just from Buffett and Buffett's lieutenants, but from the many, really 45,000 value investors that are on the ground here in Omaha for the Berkshire Hathaway meeting. So stay tuned.